This video will cover suggested points for daily pump inspections. Walk-around inspections are suggested at least once per tower. Regular pump inspections are crucial to ensure reliable operation, prevent unexpected failures, and extend equipment lifespan. First, you want to inspect and make sure all threads on studs and nuts are evenly displayed with no signs of loose nuts on all rings, manifolds, and flanges. Checking for correct torque value is suggested at least twice per year. Torque values for GDEP Energy Products pumps and modules can be found in the PZ2000, also known as the PXL service manual. Check the valve covers for excessive movement and leakage. If movement and/or leakage is seen, plan for an additional inspection of the seal, valve cover, lock, and ring. Next, move down to your suction manifold. Check all your gaskets on your suction manifold. Make sure the gaskets are not leaking and that there are no loose nuts. You will then want to move around the side of your pump to the cradle area. Each liner and piston must have an adequate water supply. Down below, you've got a clean-out plug. You want to make sure the clean-out plug is free of debris. To the left, you have a drain plug for your cradle. This drain plug is to drain the water to keep it from flooding inside the cradle. There are 3 data plates. We have a danger data plate that tells you the hazards of working around the mud pump. The second data plate contains the pump model, serial number, date of manufacture, and the required gallons of oil, which is 85. It also has your liner sizes with flow rates and pressure. And down below, the orange tag is our oil tag. It gives you suggestions for the grade of oil and viscosity to use in different conditions. Moving to the pump, we have a crosshead inspection window on both sides of the pump. Make sure to inspect both sides of the pump. You need to make sure it's clean so you can visually check your crossheads, slides, pony rods, and internal spray bar system. Visually check inside. Make sure the nozzles are spraying on the crosshead and slide. Check for broken tie wires on pony rod bolts and crosshead nuts. And look for unusual or heavy scarring on the slides. On the outside, make sure there are no leaking gaskets or loose bolts on the crosshead inspection frame. Next, check the temperature gauge for your oil temperature and your sight gauge for oil level. When full and idle, the oil level will be about 1/4 of an inch from the top or about the 3/4 level in the window. When the pump is in operation, the oil level will settle to the half full range. Temperature range will vary depending on operating conditions. Higher operating temperatures above 150 degrees should be noted and the oil plate chart on the side of the pump consulted. Under the front of the pump frame, you'll have a 2-inch ball valve to drain the water off the oil. When you gently crack open the ball valve, you'll see water come out. Once you see oil only, close the valve. This is a daily duty. On the jack shaft, you want to check for loose or broken studs or bolts and leaking gaskets. Be sure to check the jack shaft on both sides of the pump. Do not interact with the jack shaft if it is operating. Inspect the pump hood. Again, you want to check for leaky gaskets, paying close attention to the corners. Ensure all bolts are tight and not broken. On the top of the pump, you will find an inspection plate and breather. Check the serviceability of the breather. Make sure it is not loose or broken. Also check the studs and check for a leaky gasket on the inspection plate. If oil can come out, water can get in. Eccentric covers, also known as the main bearing covers, are found on both sides of the pump. Make sure to always check both sides of the pump. Go around the eccentric cover looking for leaky gaskets. Look for broken or loose studs. As you see, we found a loose bolt. Report that to your rig manager and torque it to the specs that are provided on your torque specifications page in your GD Energy Products OEM service manual. If you need any additional support, feel free to reach out to us. We have field service technicians available in all major shale plays. If you need additional help and support, we offer Pump University, where we will come to your location and teach your employees how to be experts in pump maintenance.